The key differences between generative AI and other forms of AI. Generative AI differs from other forms of AI in several key ways. 1. Purpose and functionality. Generative AI, designed to create new content or data that didn't exist before. It learns from a dataset and then generates new, original outputs that are similar but not identical. This can include text, images, music, and more. Other forms of AI, typically focused on analysis, interpretation, or decision-making based on existing data. For example, predictive AI analyzes existing data to make predictions about future events. 2. Training approach. Generative AI often uses generative models like generative adversarial networks, GANs, or variational autoencoders, VAEs. These models learn to generate new data that is indistinguishable from the real data they were trained on. Other forms of AI often use discriminative models that learn to differentiate between different types of data or predict a specific output. 3. Data creation versus data interpretation. Generative AI focuses on the creation of new data or content. Other forms of AI concentrates on interpreting, classifying, or extracting insights from existing data. 4. Applications. Generative AI used in creative fields like art, music, literature, and design for generating new creations. It's also used in data augmentation, where new data samples are generated to enhance training datasets. Other forms of AI used in applications like data analysis, pattern recognition, natural language processing, and robotics, where the goal is to understand or interact with the existing environment rather than create something new. 5. Unpredictability. Generative AI tends to be less predictable since it's creating something new, leading to a wider range of potential outputs. Other forms of AI, more predictable in its outputs as it's based on analysis of known data. 6. Complexity and computational requirements. Generative AI often requires more computational power and complex algorithms, as it needs to understand and replicate the nuances of the input data to create convincing outputs. Other forms of AI can range from simple to complex, depending on the application, but typically less computationally intensive compared to generative AI when performing tasks like classification or regression. In summary, the main difference lies in the fact that generative AI is about creating new, original outputs based on learned patterns, while other forms of AI focus on understanding, analyzing, or making decisions based on existing data.